morning. Welcome back to our last Monday segment of Good Morning KU. I'm Joanna Campos.
And I'm Leticia Couto.
How was your weekend, Leticia?
It was pretty fun. So there was a charity volley-thon thing on Saturday that I participated in, and that was super great.
Yeah.
So there were two segments of it. One was competitive, the other one was non-competitive.
Let me guess, you were competitive.
Yes, I was, which was a mistake to begin with because it was like some friends getting together to play some volleyball, and we end up playing against student athletes, including somebody from the volleyball team, which went to the Final Four this year, so that's impressive.
Well, now you can say you played against Abe.
I know, right? It was actually an honor. I was really happy the whole time. My friends, my friends, they were kind of scared. It's like, well, that's it. We're gonna die. And I was like, no, it's fine. We're playing with these like awesome athletes. That's great. So yeah, dance marathon was involved in it, and also,
that's awesome.
Yeah. So it was $50 for competitive teams, 40 for non-competitive. It was super cool. I had a really good time. What about you?
Like it. I spent my weekend in Houston, Texas. Yeah, my dad flew me out for my 21st birthday, so that was lots of fun. I got to catch up with my family. We ate some yummy crawfish and went to the beach and stuff. Yeah, so it was
21st birthday?
Yeah.
Sounds great. But yeah, wow, Houston, Texas. So
it's ginormous. I actually just flew in this morning, so I came straight here. I've been up since 4:30. Yeah.
That's what I call commitment, friends. Pay attention to this. This is important. But yeah, I mean, so I would imagine that you were pretty tired right now.
Yeah,
but
exhausted.
We need to power through this week and the next because finals are coming.
They're right around the corner.
I know, right? I just really sometimes don't understand the way finals are set up because I have something to do this week and then I have 4 finals the next week, and I just wish I could spread everything out.
But that's college. Like you are just flying through, and then all of a sudden everything attacks you.
I know, right? This week I had nothing. I was just chilling. And then this week it's like, oh, you have this one thing, and the other week, oh, you have 4 tests, and then one of them it's Friday at 1:30. So I'm like, I guess I have to do that.
Are you spending your summer here? Are you going back to Brazil?
No, I'm staying. Staying the summer here. I'm gonna live in Overland Park, but I'm gonna be in Lawrence for the Olympics. So I'm gonna watch the Olympics, which are gonna be in Brazil, where I should be, in Lawrence, but I'm training to be an RA. So yay!
Yay! Where are you gonna be stationed at?
I'm in scholarship halls, so I'm gonna be in Douthert Scholarship Hall.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
What are your plans after summer? Not after summer.
During the summer?
During the summer.
Yeah, I was actually in Houston, and there was a festival going on at one of the boardwalks we went to. And I don't know if you heard of a station, but they're called Telemundo Houston. Yeah, so we've been emailing back and forth since yesterday, kind of setting up something. Hopefully an internship coming this summer. So yeah.
Sounds great. Oh, so many good
Texas
plans.
Again. I don't know if I can do the humidity, but I'll push through.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. I'm sure the weather's gonna be nicer than it's here. I'm pretty sure anywhere in the world the weather will be nicer than here.
Yeah, and speaking of weather, seems like we're not going to have any rain this week, so that's good.
Yeah, finally. This weekend was very yucky, and I was ready to not have any of that anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, stay with us for our interview segment with Rachel after it.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back. I'm here with my friend and roommate, Emma Hogg. Emma Hogg is going to be a news reporter at a station in Iowa next couple months.
Yep, exactly.
And it's very exciting.
Yeah, I just accepted a position actually as a reporter at a station called KWQC in Davenport, Iowa. You know, when I decided on this major, I knew that I'd have to kind of jump into it, not knowing where I would end up.
Right.
And so, yeah, I'm excited to finally know. Iowa is a place I hadn't been since I interviewed. And I fell in love with the town, actually, and reporting is actually something I've always wanted to do. So I'm excited to take the leap and get out there and get to work.
Yes, it's very exciting. Davenport, Iowa will be very honored to have you. So tell me a little bit about why you got into reporting, why you like it, why are you so passionate about it?
Yeah, well, I've always wanted to be a reporter since I was younger, and I think what I love most about it is that this sounds kind of corny, but I'm constantly meeting new people and I'm learning something new every day. Every story has different characters, and there's information that as a reporter you are conveying to viewers, and a lot of this information I don't know beforehand. So I'm constantly learning and I'm meeting new people.
Well, I learned a lot just from your stories as well. Like you did a story about a garden in Lawrence, about e-cigarettes, and I learned so much from you. When you come home at the end of the day, we're making dinner in our kitchen and she says, yeah, today I met with a old woman that had a garden in Lawrence, and it just really cool.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Rachel and I actually met in Corbin freshman year, and then we've lived together the last 3 years. So it's great bouncing stories off of you and our other housemates, and just good ideas, what works and what doesn't. And I think as you guys have kind of grown to know this profession, you've said, hey, Emma, this would be a great story idea. So, I mean, it's kind of become a household effort, to come up with these stories.
So, in fact, Emma has to do a story later today, and she hasn't really had an idea yet of what she's going to do. So I was thinking maybe of something that you could report on today. There is a woman in our back alley that she collects cans.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it'd be interesting to do a story on her because every day, no matter what rain or shine, she's in the back alley picking up cans. And I think that is something that is very, I don't know, maybe newsworthy?
Yeah, it definitely could be. I should chat her up for sure. She is in our backyard.
She'll be there around noon, as always. Something about your job, though, that I think is interesting is that you have to come up with your material. There's no one saying, hey, there's this going on, there's this going on. You have to honestly go search around Lawrence for something to talk about and film. And I think that is very cool. And that is almost like another job in itself.
Yeah, I think a common misconception about this profession is that you kind of walk into the studio, you have a hair and makeup team, and you go on camera and you read from the teleprompter.
It's not true.
When it's not true at all. Especially as an entry-level journalist, you're required to come up with these story pitches and oftentimes take them from conception all the way to air. So that includes pitching the story, editing, scripting, and then either going live from the field or in the studio or having a stand-up. So I think what a lot of people don't know is that entry-level reporters are required to do it all. It's not like you're on the Today Show and you kind of show up and there you are.
Speaking of the Today Show, Emma actually had an internship this summer on the Today Show in New York City.
Yeah,
and I think that is very cool. I feel like I have a famous friend.
I'm nowhere near famous, but it was a great opportunity and one I'll never forget. And New York City is definitely different than Kansas City.
A little.
So yeah, it was great to live there over the summer.
Well, I'm just happy that you had such a great experience at KU, journalism school, doing your news thing, because you really have gotten so far, and I'm very proud of you. As your roommate.
Thanks, Rach. We are.
Well, that'll be all from Emma Hogg today. Watch this space, because she'll be on the Today Show one day. So,
thank you for having me, Rach.
And now, in a minute, we'll be back with Letty with the cartoon segment.
Welcome back, everyone. Today in Monday Morning Cartoons, we're going to talk about some interesting facts going on in the industry. So first, Comcast, that we as media people should all be aware of what they are doing, just bought DreamWorks Studios for $3.8 billion. DreamWorks, they produce Shrek, they produce Kung Fu Panda, so they are a really big studio. And this was Comcast's first try to be Disney's rivals in the animation life. Disney used to have DreamWorks, they don't anymore, obviously. But Disney still has Marvel, Pixar, and they just recently bought Star Wars, so they are in good shape. Also Universal, NBC Universal, which is the parent company of Comcast, beat Disney last year with how much money they made. So it's a pretty tough competition, but animation-wise, Disney still has basically a monopoly of it. In other news, anime movie from 1995 called Ghost in the Shell, and you can see a little picture of it here. It's gonna get a revamp, and it's gonna be a Western revamp of it. It's gonna be a live-action movie. However, lots of American fans are very upset because Scarlett Johansson was cast to be the main character of Ghost in the Shell. Scarlett Johansson is a white actress, and among so many Asian actresses that could have been chosen to play the main character in Ghost in the Shell, she was chosen. Interestingly enough, lots of Japanese fans don't seem as upset about it as the American fans. I don't know what that exactly means, but I do know it's going to be a really good movie. I've read a little bit about it. So the main character, she's a cyborg police officer, and she's after this computer hacker for some kind of terrorism he's doing. So it seems really cool. It's coming out in 2017 in the spring, so you all should get really pumped about that. It's going to be a really good movie. That's basically it for today's Monday Morning Cartoon. Stay with us for our next interview with some really special guests.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back. I'm Joanna Campos. Today we have two special guests, Kristen and Tateyana from Northwest Missouri Middle School, correct?
Yes,
okay, making sure. And so tell us a little bit about what you guys do as 8th graders.
Well, it's like an interviewing thing sometimes, and sometimes we do like tutorials. Well, it's called like Tiger Rewind, and we do like certain things like record. Like I'm like mostly the reporter, and
That's awesome. What's been one of your favorite projects? Or
it's this thing called Puppy Chow. I made Puppy Chow, but it was like a full disaster. It was like flour everywhere. Like I busted the bag because like the peanut butter and the chocolate was hot when we melted it, and just.
oh man, but did it turn out pretty yummy, at least?
A little bit.
A little bit? You got some practice, it's okay. What about you, Tateyana?
Well, what I do in my class, we have a TV sitcom where we have each group has a different segment, and mine is a bank thief, and I'm the manager at the bank, and I have a lot of fun portraying a different character.
Awesome, and so this is a journalism class you can take at your middle school?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you can only take it as 8th graders, or you can start as a 7th grader?
You can start as a 6th grader.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. And so are you guys pretty excited about touring KU today?
Yes.
Yeah, what are you guys looking forward to the most?
I'm just ready to be in college.
Everything.
Middle school.
You ready to be in college?
Yes.
I'm tired of middle school.
You still have high school to go.
I don't care.
No, you're good. So
so
do you guys have top 3 college choices? Or?
I do.
Okay, let's hear it.
Baylor,
Oh,
UCLA, and Johns Hopkins.
where's KU at?
Well, I'm from Texas, so.
Okay. We'll let you slide just because I'm from Texas too. So what about you, Kristen?
It's either Alabama, Duke, or KU.
Okay, we have KU up there. That's awesome.
I'm checking y'all out.
Awesome. And so what are you guys looking forward to, I guess progressing and learning for the rest of the year in your journalism class?
Well, you go ahead.
Go ahead.
I want to get more comfortable portraying different characters. Like sometimes I act like a man, and that's okay because it's just fun to be different characters. Because who wants to be themselves all the time?
Yeah, and I know you mentioned before we came on air that you are a producer. Awesome. So tell us about what you've learned in that experience.
Well, you have to have a lot of authority, especially being at the same age as the other people in my group. It's kind of hard for them to listen to me. But when I get a little bit of bass in my voice and point my finger, they listen.
That's awesome. So authority for sure. What about you, Kristen?
As the reporter, you cannot be shy on camera. Well, that is the main, that is like a big problem, because if you shy on camera it would not work out.
And this is a big step for you, so there you go. Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you guys for being here today. We wish you a great rest of your Monday, and we'll be back with news.
Welcome back. I'm Jessica Lawson.
And I'm Caroline Davis. This is your Monday Good Morning KU News Update. Donald Trump continues to hold the lead in the race for the Republican nomination for the president. The next primary is Tuesday in Indiana, and according to the latest NBC News Wall Street Journal poll, Donald Trump has 49% of the vote, while Ted Cruz has 34%. John Kasich trails with just 13%. The Democratic race is closer, with Hillary Clinton leading Bernie Sanders by just 4 points.
The Kansas legislature stayed up late but finally approved the new budget bill early this morning. The final vote addressed a $290 million deficit and was approved 63 to 59 in the House and 22 to 18 in the Senate. The next move goes to Governor Brownback, who must still cut nearly $200 million. KU is prepared to get hit with a $5 million budget reduction.
The DeBruce Center is now open, and the James Naismith Original Rules of Basketball will be installed in the coming weeks. The center features a full dining facility and gift shop to serve the students, faculty, staff, alumni, and campus visitors. There are exhibits throughout the building and grounds that honor the extraordinary history of the rules in their link to KU. For more information about the DeBruce Center, visit debrucecenter.ku.edu.
The KU track team captured the Rock Chalk Classic crowns for both men and women. The Jayhawks held off the Big 12 conference foes Kansas State and Oklahoma State and bested Minnesota from the Big 10. In the women's hammer throw, senior Diana Levy threw the third best mark in KU history.
The men's baseball team won 2 of 3 games against Oklahoma this weekend. The Jayhawks swept the Sooners on Saturday before losing 17-6 yesterday afternoon. Kansas will travel to Minnesota this week to take on the Golden Gophers on Tuesday and Wednesday.
After a chilly weekend, the temperatures should be back to normal this week. Today, we can expect a high of 62 degrees with just 20% chance of rain. Tomorrow, the high should hit 70 degrees, and by the end of the week, we should be in the 80s. We can also expect the ground to dry out, as well as because after today, there is no rain in the forecast for the rest of the week.
And with that good news, we'll wrap it up for today's news update. We'd like to wish everyone good luck on their finals and have a great rest of your Monday.